challenger. He is the All-Nighter, Austin and his opponent tonight, he is one half of the Star Twins and your reigning, defending PWA United States Champion, and your special guest referee for this match, one half of the PWA Tag Team Champions, the Sharp Dressed Man, Lawrence.
Welcome to PWA, August the 2nd, 2024, right here in Blaisdell, Tennessee. This is Wrestling the Ref alongside Nick, the voice, Tim Myers. Man, you just heard is the announcer. We have got special guest referee, Sharp Dressed Man Lawrence, and the champion, U.S. champion Matt Starr, the far corner. I don't think anybody needs to know who he is. Everybody does. And he's being challenged by a previous champion, Austin Wright. And we're underway. Austin Wright, first blood. Not often you get that on Matt Starr. I'd like to thank Jacob Escobar for the general manager for arranging me to get a double dose of Lawrence tonight.
My favorite show that Lawrence can count to three.
What?
Can Lawrence actually count to three?
He doesn't have to.
See, he made it to two.
I will be disappointed if he does, because
Three comes next.
he may not be worthy of being a referee.
We got one.
Two.
So he's never made it to three. I still stand on the fact that I don't think he can count to three.
So what makes that any different than any other referee we've seen?
But they all can count to three.
And you were just complaining about Chris North may not be able to count to three.
He said he doesn't hit the mat.
Won't be able to hear him when he does. That's a fast count. I'll give you that. It is rumored that Austin Wright and Sharp Dressed Man Lawrence are related. Have you heard that rumor? Matter of fact, they were in a father-son match here against Larry Cooter and Landon Bradley right here at PWA. But Lawrence, being the man that he is, he will call this right down the middle. There'll be no bias or prejudice on any way.
Totally lie. You gotta call anything I got to make. Somebody said fast count one.
He's just as likely to do the same for Matt Starr.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
You don't think he would do Austin Wright? I think he would.
This is so like my American basketball team one year. My team's playing a team, and I'm thinking, well, this referee on the court is not calling me for it, calling for another guy. The other team. Was that Lawrence? Yeah, that Lawrence, but it turns out that the referee's son was playing on the other team.
Well, you were a big racist too. Oh, that was another time. They accused you of being a racist.
Nobody's ever done that.
They haven't? A previous champion and a referee.
We got one.
Two.
So he's never made it to three. I still stand on the fact that I don't think he can count to three.
So what makes that any different than any other referee we've seen?
But they all can count to three.
And you were just complaining about Chris North may not be able to count to three.
He said he doesn't hit the mat.
Won't be able to hear him when he does. That's a fast count. I'll get to that. It is rumored that Austin Wright and Sharpness Man Lawrence are related. Have you heard that rumor? Matter of fact, they were in a father-son match here against Larry Cooper and Landon Bradley right here at PWA. But Lawrence, being the man that he is, he will call this right down the middle. There'll be no bias or prejudice on any way.
Totally right. You gotta call anything right down the middle. Motion, fast, got one.
He's just likely to do the same for me.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
You don't think he would do Austin Wright? I think he would.
This is all I'm playing basketball for 1 year. I think playing a team, and I'm thinking, well, this referee on the court is not going to be the person calling for another guy. Was that Lawrence? Yeah, Lawrence, but it turns out that the referee's son is playing on the other team.
Well, you were a big racist too. Oh, that was another time. They accused you of being a racist. They haven't? Oh, I apologize. Maybe I did. So evidently I wasn't supposed to bring that up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll discuss it later. It didn't happen. I made it all up. Oh, nice. Little slow count there, Lawrence. Let's speed it up. He's choking him.
Well, that choke count was a very slow choke count.
You remember when in RWF when Black Thor was showing, I forgot who, showing Psycho Bennett kind of choke Classic Man? Or how not to choke him? Oh, well, I do. So here we go. Actually slowed down enough for Austin to choke. He's using his tape. Once again, Lawrence doing a Lawrence doing a good job of not seeing anything. It was an overhand slap. This is not the first time these two men met. I believe it was last Friday night or Saturday night. I'm not sure when. Recently, they met here at the PWA, and it was a swap. Yeah, it was last Saturday night cage match. It was outside the cage, actually. So let's focus on this match. A lot of history here.
Swift over that far corner. Catches the elbow.
This card really got out of his way
Another 2 count, real fast.
to make my night. 3 of my favorite wrestlers here. Once again, we've literally known Matt Starr his whole life.
He pointed at me and called me out or something.
Well, it's because you're down here doing some kind of shenanigans or whatnot.
I'm sitting here talking to you.
Well, then I'm doing shenanigans or whatnot. Duck under.
I trained
It looks like he went to 10 miles school referee.
I've never talked that song in my life.
Look, Matt's back. Russian leg sweep. And he's got the advantage, just like that. Told him to get up. He wants to. Lawrence telling him to be quiet.
He's checking on Austin Wright.
Matt,
Well, they're making fun of the Ferguson challenge guy before that started.
Matt missed his kick. Well, I'm not for making fun of vertically challenged, because I'm vertically challenged myself, but he ought not have been running his mouth and saying ugly things about Lawrence and Austin. Maybe if he could just sit down in his seat and been quiet, they wouldn't have bothered him.
You just said what's here next to the angle off the floor. Is that what you're saying over here? That's what you're saying over here?
That's what Lawrence said. Yeah, I guess that is what I'm saying. What Lawrence said. I've had permission from Swaddle and Hank to feel free to call little people matches any way I wanted to call them. What's Matt doing? There you go. Don't wait. What's on his hand? Oh, he gave you the chain. It's like somebody's necklace chain. Lark's about to get into it. He's accused of having a weapon. Got a cross on him. Lark's about to disqualify Matt over it. Oh! That's a TN! Even Lark. Come on. Oh, that's a 2.
Did you disqualify?
I don't know. If Lars wakes up, he might be. So Matt is, I didn't think he had an in-ring the second. Here comes Mr. Norte, sticking his nose in. Count. Get out of my way. That is, you gotta love it.
1, 2, 3. Ladies.
Rusty family, 2 dogs on a mission. Television gold, ain't no intermission. Wild antics, blanks got the crowd all wishing. Life was currency, big fame, recognition. Rusty in the corner, plans wild and whack. Tim in the front, comedy never lack. Studio chaos, keep them all on track. Smash hit moments, all stripping from the mat. Tim and Rusty run the show, ain't no stopping. Every episode, side splitting, jaw dropping. Laughs on tap, steady beat, steady knocking. Fame train rolling, never gonna be flopping. Tim spitting jokes like a pro magician's wand. Rusty bringing back up, both tight like a bond. Audience cracking up from dusk until dawn. Comedy duo, yeah, that's the unbreakable bond. Shenanigans break the fourth wall, candid confessions. Each episode a lesson in laughter professions. From pratfalls to epic rants, never second lessons. Tim and Rusty reign supreme, laughter the obsession. In the studio, lights, comedy ignites. From bloopers to bloops, every bit delights. Tickle your funny bone, no matter your plight. Tim and Rusty show, where every moment's a highlight. See in the quarter, plans wild and whack. Tim in the front, comedy never lack. Studio chaos, keep them all on track. Smash hit moments, all stripping from the Mac. Tim and Rusty show, ain't no stopping the Mac. Every night is so side splitting, jaw dropping. Laughs on tap, steady beat, steady knocking. Fame train rolling, never gonna be flopping. Tim and Rusty clowning, 2 dogs on a mission. Tim and Rusty run the show, ain't no stopping. Every episode, side splitting, jaw dropping. Laughs on tap, steady beat, steady knocking. Fame train rolling, never gonna be flopping. Tim spitting jokes like a pro magician's wand. Rusty bringing back up, both tight like a bond. Audience cracking up from dusk until dawn. Comedy duo, yeah, that's the unbreakable bond. Shenanigans break the fourth wall, candid confessions. Each episode a lesson in laughter professions. From pratfalls to epic rants, never second lessons. Tim and Rusty reign supreme, laughter the obsession. In the studio, lights, comedy, nights. From bloopers to bloops, every bit delights.
Now, I've got
the epic rants, never second lessons. Tim and Rusty reign supreme, laughter the obsession. In the studio, lights, comedy, nights. From bloopers to bloops, every bit delights. From pratfalls to epic rants, never second lessons. Tim and Rusty reign supreme, laughter the obsession.
I like it. You did a good job on that.
Tim and Rusty climbing, two dogs on a mission. Television
Hold on a
gold,
second.
no intermission. Wild antics, Frank's got the crowd
I
on
think it might be on
mission.
repeat.
Life is currency, big fame, but commission. Rusty in the corner, players wild and whack. Tim in the front, comedy never lack. Studio chaos, keep them all.
Get it, Luke? Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
All right.
Now, welcome to the Tim and Rusty
We've
Show.
also did a new Renegade Wrestling song.
Does it keep going forever, too?
No, but it is 4 minutes long. We won't play it tonight. We'll be playing that after
The shows,
show.
yeah.
It is good to be here on a Monday night. I've got some things going on this week what's going to keep me. What I plan on doing tomorrow. Tomorrow's the only night that I can do this. We're going to do a live stream tomorrow night, but it's only going to be where I sit in front of the computer and chat with the fans. But we're going to show the whole show from RWF from last month, and it'll be like a watch party.
So this is a treat for our fans.
So pop you some popcorn, sit back and chat with us, and watch the show. I stopped doing DVDs because I would make so many copies of DVDs and would only sell a couple of DVDs. So, and this way everybody gets it for free. You can watch it online. It'll stay online. You can go back and watch it later.
It's the best advertisement we can have. I would encourage all of our wrestlers to be sure and watch tomorrow night to watch your match. And you guys are good. You need to enjoy watching yourselves perform. Don't be too hard on yourself either.
Hello, Julie. Good that you are watching tonight. Julie's a regular.
Julie Steele,
she's RWF.
the matriarch of RWF.
She is actually part of our 44-man roster.
Hey.
So that's actually I sat down
Julie-
and counted the other day how many wrestlers.
Julie ain't no man. That's for
how
sure.
many wrestlers we actually have on the roster, and I added another one that I can't tell anybody about, but you'll see him.
Ooh,
It's
is he
coming
illegal?
Saturday. He might be.
So
He wears a mask,
since
so he
Julie,
might be. No, he doesn't wear a mask, but
we don't know which Frankie
it's
it
not
is.
Julie.
So since Julie is here and has arrived, as she always faithfully does, I'd like to make a Rusty retract, which I already have, but I've always had the interference of Rico when I do. I am not for you, Julie. Wait, see, he'd right there say, "Oh, you're not for Julie?" Yes, I'm for Julie, but
You're
I'm
not for Julie. Why are you not for
See?
Julie?
I'm
Actually,
not
I
for,
was curious. I told you I had a bone to pick with somebody. It's Rico.
Of course,
Rico sat there,
course.
cried, and complained last week
Of
that
course.
that his name wasn't in the name of our show because it's the Tim and Rusty show. It's always been the Tim and Rusty show. He's wanting his name on the billboard. So I did a picture and added him to the picture. I didn't have Luke in the picture. Luke hadn't even seen the picture, I don't think.
Yeah.
I made the picture while I was sitting in your driveway.
Isn't it on
waiting for you to
Facebook?
get ready. It's on Facebook.
No, it's good.
But, it has a picture of Tony in there, me, you, Luke, and our crew that's actually here all the time for the live stream. I put him in the picture and he can't show up tonight.
Well,
Now,
and
from what
once
I
again,
understand, he thought that Sharp Dressed Man was going to be here.
so he powdered
Because Sharp
out.
Dressed Man threatened to be here, and I think he powdered out. Yeah, he
Yeah.
powdered out.
They're gonna, My understanding is Lawrence
Bruce
and
Webb.
James are gonna make him wear a tie before it's over with. Oh, by the way, 16 plus years we've done this faithfully.
Oh, it's been close to 20.
Yeah, I guess it is closer to 20. And then we've done the commentating with each
We
other
started
for
doing-
over
We
25.
started doing our live stream show. Well, not live stream, but our radio show around the same time that I went to work at Publix. I've been at Publix for 16 years. So it's been close to 20 years.
And we've had some very
So we're
dear
on
people that's
17
come
years.
and joined us, dear people to us. Of course, anyone who's on our show is important. But, like my grandson, Jonathan, Colin and Hayden, your nephews, guys we literally helped grow up. literally helped them grow up. The Dirty Birds. I'm sorry, Harpo, Adam Harpo. What a life story that is. I'm not going to tell it here on air, but wow. And we saw he was added so much, particularly during the NFL time. Rico, when Rico first came on, he was, I want to talk football.
Yeah,
and it was good. We've had Austin, who's now he went on to be with Bleacher Report and whatever Bleacher Report, and he's a youth pastor, and the list goes on. We could just for the next 10 minutes I could name names of people that's come and join us.
Yeah, we've always been. Well, we had the Final Countdown, the FCD crew, Final Countdown crew, but it's always been the Tim and Rusty. But we changed that to the Tim and Rusty show about 3 or 4 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago now.
And I thank you for that. Thank you for letting me be part of it. It's been wonderful.
We were the Final Countdown, and then of course we had some ties to old wrestling, SWA. We got to come up with a theme. We always said SWA, nothing else matters.
Well, that's sort of interject that with RWF now, because SWA is not. It has retired. It matters, but it's retired. What do you want to say?
October show coming up on October the 19th will be next month. Plan on doing sort of a Halloween type show that night. Probably have a costume contest. So if you want to dress up before Halloween on October 19th, come dressed up. We'll have some prizes. Well, some of them don't need to dress up. They've already.
That's what I meant.
They already look like monsters. But
I would suggest dress up like one of your favorite wrestlers.
Some of them already dress up like tricks and treats.
A lot of them like tricks. No, I take that back. We're going to whip those tricks too. Dress up like some of your favorite wrestlers. That's a suggestion. You can do all the other stuff. But that'd be one thing.
Oh, can you see all those little kids wearing a white shirt with a tie?
I'd love
saying
to,
they're being the circus man.
A whole row of people.
Luke said he's going to dress up like Malachi.
A whole section. Well, how's he going to
actually?
Get that
Luke's not going to be
size?
there that night. He's going to be at a haunted house or a haunted place with his mom.
Small house to haunt, huh? But anyway, that's one of my suggestions, that rather than just go into the traditional stuff, because then that keeps the wrestling thing. I would like to encourage you to start bringing posters. Now, don't bring the big old things that block everybody's vision and block the camera. But make some posters. And we want a heel quarter. We want some people cheering
that
for
night,
heels.
Remember back when we were in
the original heel
when
quarter.
We were in Murfreesboro back in 2004, we did a Halloween type show. And we did a trick-or-treat match where we had bags of tricks or treats all around the ring. And the two guys in the match, they got whatever they opened the bag, they could use that as a weapon. And sometimes it would be a trick, some of it would be a treat. Like we had big panties. I think they used those to choke each other with. Big brassieres.
It was.
But you might open it up, it might not be nothing. You know who I thought should be in that match, a trick-or-treat match?
The monster known as Malachi?
No, I think we should have Matt Starr against Sean Hoodrich, and that snake being one of those bags. Just can you imagine opening up one of those bags, those trick-or-treat bags, and a snake?
Not knowing which one the snake
is. Actually, Malachi would be good. That would be a good match with Malachi and
so many good matches. And think of what we could do with our cruiserweight title or junior
heavyweight title.
I'm sorry.
I always call it cruiserweight title
because it's
the weight limit.
We have got some cruiserweights that all of them are top notch. And this coming Saturday night, we're going to see Landon Bradley defend his newly acquired title from Jason Xavier. And Jason Xavier's he's had some bad words on Facebook.
And we were talking about doing a six-man tag team titles, with the which would be a 3-on-3, 3 guys as champions, so they'd be 6-man tag team titles. I was going to do like an emblem with the 3 fingers up like this, and then our skull in the middle on the belt. But we kind of put that off because this is 6-man. We've only got 2 or 3 teams that would be participating for that.
It's hard to work something else in, too. We have a full card.
Yeah.
4 championships this coming Saturday.
But I have always we've always done video footage of all the shows we've done, so we can go back 20 something years and you see video footage of SWA wrestling, something that, these wrestlers, I've had wrestlers who come back, hey, do you have video footage of me from back in, 2003? I have to do a lot of research. I do find some of it. Like I have Sharp Wrist Man when he had dark hair and he was a teenager. So that had to be years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But
and he's wrestled 35
But I have
years.
him where he wrestled at SWA in Gallatin back when he was early wrestling career.
We've got Dewey Barnes as a teenager.
We got Dewey Barnes as a teenager. I have
Ricochet as a teenager.
Yeah, I also have the twins, the Star Twins, in the audience as little kids.
Yeah,
they come walking by and when the videos are like, hey, that's Matt and Nathan Starr.
These little blonde boys just, oddly enough, they were well-behaved kids. It's about like Matt and Nate's kids now. They were there and they were part of the show.
Well, that's because their daddy was Desperado. He'd probably beat them up if they didn't act right.
Yeah.
But anyways, so we've always done video footage. I'm wanting to bring in a title, and I'm going to talk to the powers to be, which is me. Well, that's right. I'm the owner. I can do what I want to do, right?
You do have some advisors.
But anyways, I was thinking about bringing in a live stream title. You always had the TV title. They've always had the TV title. And what we would do is every time that title's online, right there at the show, we'll go on live stream and live stream that match from and it would be the live stream title match.
And it could be a feature match too on our show.
Yeah. Well, and we would live stream it right then from the show. So
that'd be cool.
Our biggest thing is getting the right proper stuff to do. I can do the live stream through the program we do now, but I'm not sure what the quality would be on phone, because we have to use the phone.
Who you got in mind of making a champion? We're going to have some sort of gauntlet or some kind of.
We would have some kind of tournament. We would have maybe figure out. We'll figure out who knows how to play to the camera best.
Well, we can already.
I can tell you right now. Luke will tell you, because Luke will get on. Will be a camera at ringside, and he's like, some of these guys don't know where to stand in the ring when they're on camera.
and all our regulars should know where the camera is.
You got to play to the hard camera. And referees, we have so many referees that turn the backside and block the footage. I'm like,
note to referee, you know where you want to be a good referee.
The hard camera.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's just
you be where you can see the camera. If you're talking on the microphone, talk to where you can hear what you're saying. If you can't, nobody else can.
I learned that a long, long time ago. I was working with the USWO when I was refereeing, and they told me make sure that you don't stand between you and the action on the hard camera side. And I always knew where the hard camera was at. And so you make sure that you don't stand backside and be in between the action so they can't see it on the camera.
It amazes me, some managers.
And then you got to make sure as a wrestler that if you're going to pull a wrestler out of the ring and work on them outside the ring or anywhere, pull them out there in front of the camera so the people on the camera, on the footage can see.
Kayfabe will work.
Well, that's not kayfabe. That's just.
Let me see you beat down.
Beat them up on camera.
True. Let's have a record of it. Yeah. And managers, we don't have such a big problem with it in RWF, but we do have some. Like Julie's perfect. She's never blocks the camera. She's in the camera shot a lot, but she never blocks the camera. There's one they are worldwide. It sounds like everywhere they've been everywhere, done anything, and almost inevitably they stand right in front of our cameras.
Well, and I had a talk with our security last time. I said, make sure that the security is not blocking the camera view. Be on the sides, outside of the camera view. On that side of the ring. And
shout out to Lakota and Will and the others.
Have a great security.
They
team.
do a wonderful job. We have people go in and out.
We have got, like you said earlier, we do have a great card coming up this coming Saturday night. 4 big title matches. We do not have a women's title this month. We're going to bring that back in October.
You couldn't find any men to wrestle her?
We have got Landon Bradley going to take on Jason Xavier. And Landon Bradley, who won that junior heavyweight title last month, a couple months ago, he changed his attitude.
At my advice,
under the advice of Rusty the
I
Ref. He's
advise
become
him.
an evil person.
You win enough matches, but you want to win more. Be more like your daddy. Okay.
And then you have we have Xavier
Stretch
Michaels.
the rules.
That's one title match. Second title match is going to be Xavier Michaels, who lost his U.S. title 2 months ago to Frankie Swamp Tire. Of course, Xavier Michaels claiming that Frankie Swamp Tires was scared, didn't want to show up. He's afraid he's going to lose that title right back to him last month. That's not the truth. We do know that Frankie Swamp Tire did have some car issues.
I think he dropped the transmission out of his motor.
And so that's why Frankie couldn't be there last month. But Frankie will be there this coming Saturday night, from what I understand. And he's putting that title on line against Xavier Michaels.
Yeah.
So you get your chance, Xavier.
Now, this one, it goes by the rules, though, correct?
What's that?
This is straight down the line, regular wrestling rules for this match. There's no, they can't use a bat.
No, it's just a no stipulations. It's no certain stipulations. It's just
just a regular match. So this goes back into Frankie's.
Of course, things. That should be our expect the unexpected. It's RWF Wrestling.
It goes back into Frankie's.
Because we may get there and they may say, "Hey, let's do 2 out of 3," or let's go, let's do a tables match, or let's,
But if you want to get down to it, Xavier can go all the way, catch if catch can, total wrestling. If he just desires to stretch the rules, to punch and kick, to hurt people, there's nothing Xavier. There isn't anything. It's sort of like Larry Cooter. Is there anything Larry Cooter can't do?
Speaking of Larry
ring?
Cooter, back in the house this coming Saturday night will be Anthony Taylor, and he's going to take on Larry Cooter in a singles match.
He might just be the one that'll ground Anthony Taylor.
Anthony Taylor, he sort of has that painted face of like the Joker. It almost looks like it's tattooed on his face, and it's just a frown. He's kind of scary.
Yeah, but he is. So we're
William Lucas says, "Good evening from Canada. What are you doing in Canada? Wow. What is a boot going on there? What's that all about?"
So that is who is that? My
that
mind
is
just
Otis
went blank.
Bass.
Yeah, Otis Bass. Thank you. Sorry, Otis, I couldn't remember you.
Back when we ran our AWF, back in Murfreesboro, Otis Bass stomped me in the head. That hurt.
Otis
concussed me out.
He was great to have in our locker room. He helped in a lot of ways.
Now, how does your wife? He was his wife from Canada. Now, how does a Canadian lady end up with a redneck like Otis Bass? How does she end up with a plowboy? Remember his song?
Yeah, plowboy. I don't know, but wonder if she gets him trucks to play with for Christmas. Sitting in the ring playing with trucks.
We also have coming up.
I'm your only fan, by the way, Otis. Nobody else likes you. Maybe your wife.
We also have coming up this coming Saturday night the Sharp Dressed Men taking on LBK and Drew Weatherby. Oh, she loved his tractor.
Oh, his tractor. Okay. Does she enjoy tractor pulls, or does she have to pull the tractor?
Malachi has just joined us.
Hello. Another retracting chair.
And Luke's over there just laughing like, that's not scary.
I have another retraction that I don't have Rico to interrupt me and make me sound like I'm saying something different. I believe that Malachi can beat anybody, anywhere, anytime, any place, any federation, from the big boys to the little boys. Why is Luke getting naked over here? Because you mentioned Malachi started pulling off his shirt. I can't believe it.
He's getting ready to wrestle him, I guess.
Oh, he's putting on his Malachi hater shirt. Anyway, I believe he can beat anybody, anywhere. But once again, he's not. When he wrestled Matt Starr finds ways to win, and he found a way to win. He got his pinfall. Might have been by hook or crook, but
by who?
Cheating.
Oh, I thought you said hooker.
Now, come on, Malachi.
You call Malachi a hooker?
No.
Now
there you go, Rico.
Dewey Barnes a hooker?
You would not. Malachi would do whatever it takes to win too. And I'm just saying, please don't look past Dewey Barnes. You look past Dewey Barnes, you'll find that you're going to lose a second match in a row at RWF, and I don't think that's possible. I don't think it's possible for you to lose one.
Um,
Now, are we good?
Now, Malachi is a
I'm in your
person
corner,
that you
Malachi.
really don't want to aggravate. And I think he's been aggravated.
Well, Dewey, you throw powder in a monster's eyes, and he monster mad. Reminds me of Big Van Vader. Flair, monster mad, Flair. Anyway, he's that caliber. See, you're the caliber of Big Van Vader.
But our
Wow.
tag team titles are going to be on the line. Sharp Dressed Men are going to take on LBK and Drew Weatherby.
Once again,
LBK and Drew Weatherby, tag team champions right now, and they held on to those last month as Rico was able to count 3 once again.
this is, I think, not even arguably the rookie of the year for this year, 2024, and several wrestling federations is Drew Weatherby. It's his first title that he's held.
Oh, by the way, this is Landon
wonderful.
Bradley's first singles title that he's held.
And Landon would have been the rookie of the year the year before,
yeah.
or a couple of years before, most definitely. So when I say that, somebody said, "What about Landon?" Well, Landon had been wrestling longer, but Drew, wow! And once again, that match, the LBK and Drew against Sharp Dressed Men. No offense to any of you guys, but we could just have that match, just that match. It could be the whole show, which could be said about several of these other matches. Really, any one of them. I mean, you went and brought a big name in for Malachi to beat up.
I just saw somebody join us watching. Do you remember Max Magnum?
Oh yeah,
He is watching. Miss seeing those guys
He was
wrestle.
the
Max
one-
Magnum and Chris Havoc. They were such a good team
And
together.
Magnum, he could go with Corbin. All the moves Corbin could do. Max Magnum.
And those guys were just teenagers, right? They were probably still in school when we first
Yep.
were running SWA.
And it
So
was-
I'm sure all those guys have now retired from wrestling. Matt Corbin, American Psycho,
no
Chris
offense-
Havoc,
No offense, Max, but I still lean toward Corbin.
Max Magnum and Matt
He's one of
Corbin
my
had
boys.
some good matches.
Oh yeah, tremendous. And who was his partner again?
Chris Havoc
Chris
was
Havoc. He
Chris
was the
Havoc was
muscle guy.
Yeah,
He wasn't a huge guy, but just all muscle.
and those were a couple guys that they spread out, went to Kentucky. They were very
Sought after.
well. They were very successful in Kentucky wrestling.
Yeah. Oh yeah, everywhere they went.
I'm going to do something real quick. Take that and talk. You got a little glitch in your mic.
Well, my friend Robbie McCullough from PWA, he said that my
All right.
mic has a problem from time to time. So I told him that it's something built in that you do. You just put it in. So what you're saying is your mic was having problems, so you gave it to me and then went and got a fresh mic. Okay.
I think. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? I can hear you fine. You're sitting right beside it.
No, your mic was having problems. I don't know if they can hear me or not. Yeah, they can hear me. Brian Burkon is watching. Burkon is watching. He messaged me last night wanting to know if I'd take him on a date to wrestling in October.
To RWF, maybe.
No, that's what he asked me. He said, when is the October show? I said, on a Saturday. So he texts back, date. I said, no, I'd prefer to go to long.
Yeah, can't we just drive in our own cars? You know, you come with your crew, we'll come with ours.
And then he says, I mean, what day is the show on? And I started to say Saturday again, but
It's October 19th, by
it's
the
October
way.
19th.
And this show is the 21st.
September 21st. It's
This
coming Saturday night. And we have got, like I said, we got Sharp Dressed Men taking on LBK and Drew Weatherby for the tag team titles. Dewey Barnes going to take on Malachi. Malachi has issued that challenge after Dewey Barnes came out and interfered in his match against Matt Starr, that number one contenders match. And it cost Malachi that number one contender spot by throwing powder in his eyes.
I haven't
And
seen
now Dewey Barnes better be on alert.
I haven't seen Dewey a lot recently, like when in his early career quite a bit. But is he a bit crazy?
Who?
Dewey.
I think they're all crazy.
I mean, look what he's done.
I think Luke's crazy. Anybody wants to poke the bear.
I mean, look what he has done. Oh, can we back up to Sharp Dressed Man and Drew and LBK? I think we need to have some kind of RICO stipulation there. You got to do something. He is out of control. Yes, you are, RICO. You're out of control.
I think the Sharp Dressed Men are getting out of control.
Well, they're going to hurt him if he keeps on. RICO, I'm sorry, you'll get the short end of this.
Oh, Douglas Campbell's asking where I got all the helmets. I have got all 32 teams. Sort of started collection. I bought the one up here that you can't see. It's off camera. A 49ers helmet. I bought it. And then I had another one that I bought that was from USFL, the Arizona Wranglers. It's back there displayed in another room. And I got my Tennessee Volunteers one. And I thought, I'm going to just go ahead and collect all 32 NFL teams, and we use them for live streams. So I have all 32. This was the matchups this week, the way they were set up. And I don't have them set up for the matchup for this upcoming week. Right now, down here at the bottom, we got the Falcons and the Eagles playing tonight.
Can we talk about that right now, or are you still?
Oh no, I'm still talking about the card. Okay. But Dewey Barnes cost Malachi that number one contender spot. So Malachi taking on Dewey Barnes this coming Saturday night. That's a match I'm really anxious to see. I know that Malachi cannot stand our cameraman or our monkey cam.
Well, Dewey don't like him that much either.
Well, I don't think Dewey knows him, but I know that. Luke has been wearing a Malachi hater shirt.
Right
He's
there.
actually got it on right now.
You want to make you show it again? He's already got his shirt back on. So
he even wanted me to go buy a baby shirt for Malachi and put it on there and just give it to Malachi to put on his baby.
No, he wanted
on his own baby.
He wanted Malachi to
Does
wear.
Malachi have a baby?
Anyway. He probably owns some people, that's for sure. It does in the ring.
But so I think I'm looking forward to that match. But the main event, Matt Starr, the number one contender for the RWF heavyweight title, going to take on
what Rico says is no jabroni, no squash.
Going to take on Sean Hoodrich, who will have his python snake with him. His snake had babies recently.
Yeah, it was pregnant.
Yeah,
the first show he brought it.
That's the snake that I pet.
Then he brought another
that y'all
one.
Sit there and swear that I didn't touch.
Just want to see some pictures that you don't.
I showed y'all a picture and y'all didn't believe it.
There's AI. I want to take the picture myself. I want Brian Birkin to take the picture. I want Kelly to take the picture. No offense. I mean, I don't mean to call you a big fibber, but
no. Douglas Campbell says that there should be a hidden referee match. He said it's going to be a thing. Hidden referee match. Hey, we're planning on doing a trick or treat match where you have bags of tricks or treats, and whatever's in the bag you can use as a weapon. Like I said, it could be a extra large brassiere, or it could be an extra large pair of panties. It could be a live snake.
Could you see Malachi?
Could be a Sharpie marker, so you can just draw on your opponent.
Could you see Malachi bite Hoodrich's snake in two through the bag?
It could be a free ticket.
Out of town, or
could be a lock of my hair.
How about if there's one in there that you win the match if you find this? Match over, you won.
That's right. Crystal Paris said she got pictures. She took the picture of me touching the snake.
Well, I would believe Crystal. I would believe Crystal, but there again, I have not seen Crystal's picture, so I'll accept your word as a truthful woman, Crystal. I've known you since you were a little girl. Well, you never were a little girl, but anyway, since you were, I knew you as a teenager. That's what I meant by never was a little girl. I knew you as a teenager.
I remember when she used to bring her daughter, young daughter, little girl.
She had to bring the big old the cheerleader thing, the cone, and she'd bang it on the floor, and she would yell, and she had her whole cheering crew there. Once again, somebody out there, I need you to start a heel corner. Tim and Davey and I were the original, even before the ones they had down Nashville, we were cheering for heels. We started that and had other people follow us, and people hated us too. Remember,
people wanted to fight us.
Cowbell?
Yeah. Both those have passed away now.
They were wonderful fans, and outside of that, we got along real well. But that was
Grizzly Adams is what he called himself. He had 2 Facebook pages. One was Grizzly Adams, and the other one was his real name. He swore up and down that they were twins.
Yes.
But his wife, Debbie, she passed away several years before he did.
Debbie and Dallas. That was his name. Dallas.
Yeah. But Debbie passed away several years before he did, and he would still go out to wrestling shows. He'd go all the way out to Terry England's show, and
he went everywhere.
He was
just about every night he was at a show. There was a show.
But I remember she'd bring. Didn't you steal her hammer one night or something?
She had a frying pan and a hammer, yeah.
And
one night
took her hammer so she couldn't hit the.
I thought I took the pan.
Well, you took something.
I think I took the pan.
And she went and told on you.
Yeah, Miss Teresa.
We almost got kicked out.
Miss Teresa made me give it back. I wouldn't go keep it forever.
Remember the time they tried to say that you cussed at a show?
I did not. I told the guy, you tell me what I said.
He was ready to fight.
Only time I've...
The Lions Club, was it Lebanon, Tennessee? Or was that Hartsville? Was it Hartsville, Tennessee, wasn't it?
I'm not sure.
Or it was the Lions Club.
I think it was Lebanon, but I think it was Lebanon. But you people know me.
Rusty was calling somebody a jabroni, and somebody thought that was
I might have said a lot of different things. We were cheering for the heels, but have you heard? Please, I don't remember. Have you heard me say any even words you don't think are bad words? Have you heard me say those? I don't say bad, and that's not for this. It's just that.
But when they come down there,
here's the thing: accuse me of doing it, and they're about to throw me out over it. Okay, you tell
Rusty
me.
was ready to fight him.
I'm ready now.
Rusty bucked up, ready let's go.
I'm ready now. You tell me what they said. You bring
Rusty
them over
was
here.
Ready to get beat up.
You show me who it is, and let them tell me what I said, because I didn't say it. If
I couldn't get
you can't tell me what I said, then you don't have it. You just need to go on. I paid my money to get in here, and we were treated with royalty that night.
Oh yeah,
the announcer came over and brought us
Ask
over
us
to
what
his
they
table.
should do at their show to make it better.
Yeah, it was.
Then we remember back in Walmart when
that's the only time I've ever
remember the
lost
show at Walmart?
it. I probably got my tail whipped, but still.
Remember the night at Walmart that I almost had to whoop somebody?
Let's don't go into that. They might still show up, and I wouldn't.
I'm not worried about it.
I wouldn't want you to have to whip them anyway.
I'm still not worried. Well,
and
let's just say
one of those
they backed down.
One of those particular people is good friends of ours.
Yeah,
remain good friends all these years. Well, once again, we weren't doing anything wrong. Just talking to wrestlers, which we do everywhere we go. Wrestlers talk to us.
We've had a. I always said I was after we left SWA. I didn't think I'd ever get back into wrestling again. We were out for a little while. We did try to do some shows with here and there.
It's hard to find one, wasn't it, that we fit in?
We just didn't feel like it was anything that. And then Roy brought along Renegade Wrestling Federation. That was a hit or miss, things should have gone better if he would have used me as his announcer to begin with.
That's true.
And let me lead the show. Everything that we had in-house that we could do, he wanted to have somebody from outside come in and do.
Thorne run
like he wanted somebody to come in and do a podcast.
You
had us. You had somebody who has 1,700 followers on Facebook.
We were already doing a podcast.
Yeah, I was, I was making money on YouTube.
What are you, a creative designer?
Yeah, and
YouTube calls you that.
But
or
Facebook. Of course, I didn't say anything. I just kind of, all right, if that's what you want to do, that's one less thing I have. But as you can tell, since me and Thorne took over RWF, we have used those things to our advantage for advertisement. Like you said the other day, what better advertisement? When I create a flyer and share it on my Facebook page, it gets over 2,000 views before our show.
And then that multiplies. Please, all of you, pass that on. Our wrestlers
Oh,
pass
yeah.
it on. Thorne passes it on. I
And we
pass
have
it
a
on.
lot of shares. I look at it every week when I put out the main card. Last month, we had almost 2,000 or almost 200 shares where people saw it and just shared it along with. Now, if we could just get 10% of those people that see it to wrestling,
Yeah.
we will have
A house full.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
And I want to remind people here, when you come to the shows on Saturday night, keep your ticket stub you get when you come to the door, because we don't do raffles. We always give away door prizes. We give away the wrestling dolls,
Oh, I've got some of those to give to you.
Wrestling action figures, but we always give away some action figures and several other things. Free tickets. We give. We'll thank the Addiction Inc. Tattoo Parlor, because they were one of our sponsors, and they give us coupons to give out as a prize.
If you're interested at all in the tattoo world, you should just go down to the square in Gallatin and ask to see it.
Yeah,
it just open your mind up, particularly if you're like me. I had the mind of the old tattoo parlor. This was like going into a salon where you get your hair, where they do cut hair there too. It was just really good, and they're actual artists. They do really neat stuff.
You think we could take Luke up there and get a haircut?
No, but we could take Thorne up there and get him a tattoo, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just look at Thorne's this coming Saturday night, and you'll see an example of the work. And if anybody else out there would like to sponsor RWF or sponsor our podcast, please contact Tim Miner. We're open to that. No, we do have limits of what we'll.
Oh yeah,
what we'll sponsor, but pretty much anything.
I've actually thought about
you
giving
push,
away.
pull, or drag it. We'll sell it.
I thought about on our big show of the year, which will be in November, because November will be our 1-year anniversary show. Thinking about calling it Renegade Rampage 1. We'll do it every year. We're working on the name and everything, but thinking about my TMTV TV service, maybe having a special prize of a free box and free TV service for a full year.
That would be a major thing.
And then, of course, after the first year, you'd have to pay for the subscription.
That's another one of our sponsors. But if you give up cable for a year, at what is it? So Malachi says, I'll be giving Dewey a tattoo on his face this coming Saturday, and then he's going to go cut Lucas's hair. No, he didn't say that. We're not opposed to that. Can we get a written thing from his mama saying it's okay?
I do have a
consent thing. Yeah,
I do have a consent form.
Luke's in a hair
anything
match.
Happens at wrestling, we're covered.
He's in a hair match this coming Saturday night, possibly.
No.
Anyway, that you could save, what is it? Let's say $100 a month on TV service for a year. That's a $1,200.
Oh yeah.
Plus, your equipment stuff. Anyway, and then if you want it regular, you can get it for what is it? $60? Prices.
On one box live TV is going to be $100 a year.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
What about your other?
The video on demand is $50 for a full year.
So you get $150.
You're going to get
for basically some TV service that it would be 1 month.
Yeah.
Of course, you still have to have your internet, high-speed internet. Anyway, that's cool. Can we talk NFL yet, or are you still doing the card?
Well, I talked about Matt Starr against Sean Hoodrich, main event.
That's good.
RWF.
Once again, Matt Starr is not in any
title
bad
on the
matches.
on the line.
And we got 4 title matches. That's the heavyweight title, or that would be Matt Starr and Sean Hoodrich. We got the tag title, which is LBK and Drew defending against Sharp Dressed Men. We've got the cruiserweight title with Jason Xavier trying to get his title back from Landon Bradley. And if you people will watch that match, which is in one of our live stream, you could see that Jason stretched the rules a little bit too. So don't get all worked up over Landon. Anyway, and I like both of these guys. And what's the other one? The fourth tag title match.
We got Xavier Michaels and Frankie Swamp Tower for U.S. title.
Oh yeah, the U.S. title. Wow. I don't know.
But hey, another match that I'm going to be looking forward to. It's not even a title match. It's Anthony Taylor against Larry Cooter.
I'm telling you, Cooter and Cobb, like I said about this tag match this week, we could have just had that match. That, no offense to any of you guys, because all of you were great.
Well,
They did everything in that match.
Okay, so here's the thing. All your matches are title matches. The two that are not title matches are Dewey Barnes against Malachi and Anthony Taylor against Larry Cooter.
You've got
what a all-star card.
A TNA Impact veteran against Malachi, and then you've got two competent veterans.
Yeah, Anthony Taylor wrestled for us at Overdrive Wrestling. It's back in when we did a big show at
and Larry Cooter doesn't even he's a title in himself
in Nashville.
Yeah, that he could use that bell rope for its title. Anyway, that is great.
But anyways, that great show coming up this coming Saturday night. Make sure to be there. Also visit our concession stand on at our shows. That has made a 150-degree turn, and it's
hot hamburgers.
You get a fresh hamburger every time you come up to the concession stand. Fresh hot dogs because we got the hot dog roller cooker.
We got now nachos, freshly made popcorn,
fresh
chips
popcorn,
and candy, a variety of drinks, non-alcoholic drinks. We got what else is it? Well, that's enough right
fries.
There. Yeah,
we always run out of fries.
Got fries. Anyway, you have suggestions, just tell the ladies that's working there, and they'll see next show if that would work in. You add something new just about every time for at least one time, don't you? Like you added the fat hot dogs.
Gatorade. Yeah, the big hot dogs 2 months ago. Last month we added Gatorade. We won't have Gatorade again this time.
So, NFL. First,
I'm not ready for NFL, but I don't.
Okay.
I'm ready. Go ahead. I'm just not prepared.
That's all right. I just got a few little things. I went back to being the Ding Dong Ho Ho Twinkie Cupcake team again. I lost to Andrew Kirkpatrick big time after winning my first match.
Hold on a second. I got to interrupt you real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Sharp Dressed Man Lawrence just entered the room.
Lawrence,
we showed a video of you earlier from PWA where you were refereeing.
Me?
No. Sharp Dressed Man was a special guest referee.
Okay, yeah.
We didn't even know he could count to 3.
He didn't have to.
Now he wants to complain about Rico. Now Rico refereeing.
Rico should be banned from the building.
Sharp Dressed Man Lawrence counted so fast he didn't even hit the. He hit the ring once. 3. No, no, he got a 2 count. Then he got knocked out.
Somebody else who's done that.
Who?
You.
I have never counted that fast.
Well, you've hit the ring 3 times, but it's within 1 second. It was like a machine gun.
And Austin Cruz has joined us now. Well, these guys joined us late here.
I need
but Austin
to get back in the ring.
He came out and interfered and made Kenny South think that Jason Insanity hit him with a crutch.
Yeah,
now I'm not sure what Austin Cruz has planned and on his plate, what he's planning on doing, but these guys better watch out for him.
The human wrecking ball needs to be back at RWF. That's all I'm saying.
And good old Kevin the Thug Jones has joined us now. Kevin, you need to come back on the show sometime.
Well, will Psycho Medic call the police on him if he does?
Remember, Psycho Medic's fired.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry, Psycho.
You know, Psycho Medic has tried to message me every day for the past 2 months. I do not answer his phone calls.
I don't understand that at all.
I don't.
I mean, I understand why he does, but I don't understand why you don't answer it.
I got business taking place.
There's nothing wrong with Psycho.
In between
He's a competent wrestler.
Working for Publix, working on wrestling promotion, working at church, working on my TV services. I have very little time to even sleep. And then I go run out of gas. And so I get in bed even later than normal because I ran out of gas last night. I'm talking about I ran out of gas in my car.
I ran out of gas, but your car ran out of gas.
But I ran out of gas in my car.
So
I feel like a moron. I feel like what I would think that Sharp Dressed Man would feel like, you know.
I believe that is not moron, it's moron.
A moron.
You are a moron. So look at all you could do if you brought Medic back. You could have him face Sean Hoodrich with that big old python.
Now, Austin Cruz wants to know what nonsense are these two talking now? I don't know what we're talking about. All I know is
I want you back. Is that nonsense? Give me a break.
I believe.
I guess.
Hey, how about the Tennessee Volunteers? The real UT, not Texas.
Well, they played Kent State 74-0. I felt like Kent State in my fantasy football game this week. Wow. It's like beat like
Austin Cruz
like a redheaded step
mule. Nobody cares about my woes and whatever.
Austin, quit saying it. I said I want you back. I can't wait.
He's talking about my woes.
Oh, your woes.
About me running out of gas.
Okay.
It was Luke's fault.
It was fun. It was an excursion.
It was Luke's fault.
I got to be involved in it. It was fun. So, did you call and wake any angry man up?
I called.
One of the angriest men you could wake up?
Well, I called.
Not Malachi. That's not Malachi.
I called Blackthorn because
he's competent.
He's a
very competent mechanic.
Well, he's a good bathroom cleaner too.
You may not be.
He's my go-to janitor. My go-to person. He knows what he's supposed to do. If I break down the side of the road, he's like, "Yes, master, I'm coming." Yeah, I'm just kidding. Blackthorn's going to kill me now.
Probably. It's like, once again, Luke, you got Luke poking Malachi and you're poking Blackthorn.
No, but Blackthorn, he is a mechanic. And then
he's also the smaller version of Malachi. He's
but when I
monster.
ran out of gas, we didn't know I ran out of gas. My car was doing something differently than what you would think when you ran out of gas.
Like not running.
Yeah, but when I turned the key, it was just I could step away and it was still trying to turn over. That made no sense. Have you ever seen a car do that?
I'm not Blackthorn. I don't know.
And then Rusty tells me, "Hey," I was like, I feel bad. I woke Blackthorn up, and then I was just out of gas. He said, "Well, let's just tell him it was something difficult. Me and you fixed the car." So I told Blackthorn that, he laughed. He knew it wasn't true. I can't even change a tire. I'm not going to be fixing a car.
So.
But that was around the same time that Brian Burkon was asking me for a date for wrestling.
So you might have answered him a little harshly at that time.
Yeah, I apologize if I hurt your feelings, Brian. But
so can I get back to my NFL observances? Let's have a moment of silence for the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, who cares about Tennessee Titans? I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that do care about them, but not me.
I've got some cheerful news for you. They are 0-2. But also the Colts in our AFC South division are 0-2. Denver's 0-2. Baltimore Ravens, who have been predicted to go to the playoffs and even to the Super Bowl, are 0-2. The Rams are 0-2. Jacksonville, another one of our AFC South, is 0-2. So it's not all that bad. And Cincinnati Bengals, the great Joe Burrows, is 0-2.
Well, after their first week demise,
So that is the good news for the Titans. The bad news is you still have Will Levis. We still have Will Levis as quarterback. He gave both of those games away through, is it a shuffle pass?
Crystal says she's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. They won again yesterday. They're 2-0.
They're 2-0.
A lot of people were not picking them to do good this year because of their quarterback situation. But I still think they got Justin Fields and they have
Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson, a quarterback. Both those I think are capable of leading. You can't have the Steelers out because they have a coach that he just knows how to win.
But I'm just telling you, he gave away 2 games. He cost both of those games. And it's a reflex action. I don't know if it could be coached out of him. If that could be, they had both those games won. They were going to beat the Jets. They were going to beat the Bears. They had the Bears beat and messed it up. And so anyway, so I don't know. I wish they would. I still say, and nobody wants me to say it, should have kept Tannehill until they knew Levis was ready to go.
49ers lost for the first time this year. But Jordan Mason still had 100 yards rushing and a touchdown.
Very impressive.
Gallatin
Now,
native.
he's one of the guys that helped beat me this week in my fantasy. Now, 1-1, you've got a whole list of people that's 1-1. 49ers are 1-1. That was a big. Dallas was a big upset.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Saints have scored more points than anybody else in the NFL this year.
And they've got about 90 points in 2 games, and they weren't
Remember
even
the
talked
Tennessee
about
Volunteers. Tennessee Volunteers scored 71.
74.
Was it 74? I thought it was 71.
Okay. 70,
They scored
we'll
70 or something.
We'll go with 71. That's enough.
I fell asleep, so I think the other team was asleep too by the time the game ended.
Now, here, let's read them and weep. 2-0 teams. Houston, Minnesota, New Orleans, once again, surpriser. Pittsburgh Steelers, another surprise team.
Chargers,
we didn't think they were going to. Tampa Bay, I'm telling you, Baker Mayfield has balled out. He is the man now. Seattle,
Seahawks.
I just love Geno. I like the story. You know, a guy who had a start, lost his start, became a backup quarterback. As soon as Russell Wilson goes, he comes in, and they've won just as many games, maybe more with him than Russell Wilson. Anyway, Kansas City's 2-0 and Buffalo's 2-0. So it's been fun. And then, of course, you got Philly is probably going to be 1-1 tonight, and Atlanta's probably going to 0-2 tonight.
I want to bring up, of course, I watch the show Big Brother. You expect the unexpected.
Brother. Angela.
Why do they keep on fighting? She's like a cockroach.
That's a compliment.
How in the world do they keep on saving her?
She is the most aggravating. I've been watching it for how many years? Oh, at least 10. I know. I don't go all the way back, but I know we watched it 10 years, hadn't we?
Oh, yeah.
And she's more aggravating than Josh, the Cuban American guy.
Yeah.
And that was hard. And he worked at being aggravated. She is just so paranoid. When she sits back and watches this and sees how she acted, what she did, and sees what her teammates, housemates, whatever, talked about her, and we got the edited version, it's probably she's going. Oh my! I worry about her. I think they may need to have some psychiatric help for her. Anyway, you'd vote her out for aggravation, but you keep her in because she's not going to win anything, and nobody's going to vote for her in the end.
Kind of pulling for McKenzie or Leah.
I definitely like McKenzie.
And then I like, is it Mac? The Cam. I like him.
I do, but I think he's been a disappointment. He's an former NFL player and collegiate football player, and he doesn't win anything. He's a nice guy and gets along with everybody real well and has got that going for him and seems to be on the right side of the houseboat, but he's he needs to be winning.
Nobody's trying to take him out right now.
Leah, this nice little, I guess average woman. She doesn't come in with any athletics like MK, like whatever what you said, Michaela. But she McKenzie. She beat him in that endurance match. They went holding a marshmallow with a stick, a big fake marshmallow with a stick. Went over almost 10 hours with that, and she beat him. No wonder he's not in the NFL anymore. Come on, Cam. I'm pulling for you. But I like Leah, too.
Oh, James Blackthorn just joined us. We've only said nice things about you. I haven't said anything about you cleaning the bathrooms. Make sure to check out the bathrooms at the National Guard Armories. They should be spotless this month.
Beg your pardon.
Anyways,
I'll tell you, they'll be cleaner when we leave than they were when we got there.
Oh, yeah.
That's always.
I want to. I took a little trip to Nashville today.
With Blackthorn?
No, but I ate at a restaurant. It was like a little hole-in-the-wall restaurant. It's called Brothers Burger Joint, and it was a very good restaurant. I ate jambalaya.
I like jambalaya.
When does Tim ever eat jambalaya?
I like jambalaya.
I don't eat spicy stuff, but it was good. But I had their chicken strip dinner. Of course, Luke says chickens don't have clothes, so how can they strip? But
he did to put on his Malachi hating shirt.
But those chicken strips look like chicken breasts, but it was very good chicken. Luke had a po' boys.
Is that a shrimp sandwich?
His was a catfish.
Catfish, okay.
But you could have got it with shrimp or
I think originally Pobo was a.
But if you're
Well,
ever in Nashville on Branchford Avenue, it was not busy at all. We were the only ones in there.
Are they our new sponsor?
No, they're not a sponsor.
Working on
But
it.
it is kind of pricey. I mean, with my tip and our meals, I paid $60 for.
That's a little pricey. But
But
still, if it's good, you liked it, you're not doing it every day. Okay. I like crayfish etouffee, but I don't like it the real spicy version. I like it it's just delicious.
talking about pricey. You can't go to Taco Bell now without getting a combo is like $17.
You're right. Yeah, we ate it.
Might as well just go to these fancy restaurants where the prices are not much higher.
Sunday we ate at KFC takeout for 3 of us. Didn't get drinks, and it was $20.
Yeah,
and we didn't beat it. I had a pot pie, so it's not like that's $6. So anyway, it gets right up there, right? And part of that,
there's no $5 footlongs anymore. It's like $8.99 footlongs.
Economy is just up. Everything's gone up. I don't want to get into politics, but wow, the most expensive vehicle to be in now is a shopping cart at Publix or Kroger's. That you just cost you more to go there for 30 minutes and it drive all week.
It's become cheaper to buy groceries and eat at home than eat at a restaurant.
Now, yes, Wendy's they've got that biggie meal, $5 meal. You get a bacon cheeseburger. I think it's 4 nuggets, fries, and a drink for $5. That was, and it's not all you can eat. I realize Malachi would probably want 3 or 4 of those. No offense, Malachi, you're just a big man. Or 3 or 4 Big Macs, but still. I think I'm offended now.
Brian Burkon said he went to the Cheesecake Factory and paid $180. That was just for him and him. That was just for him.
Wow. Make his wife pay her own?
No. But anyway, now do you remember? I'm gonna go kayfabe here, but I remember going to a restaurant with Dewey Barnes' dad. But we went to McDonald's, and he said there, I want a 6, a 1, a 5.
Can we see his
Big
dad
Papa?
Is? Yeah, he's Big Papa.
But he said I'm going to 6, 1, 5. I'm like, he's giving him his phone number.
Yeah.
But he orders all this stuff off the menu, and he said, I need a Diet Coke. Hey.
Now,
I better watch that. Dude, Barnes might beat me down now. I'm glad I got Malachi on my side.
What you get? Do you? Anyway.
I think I do. Well, I do. Luke doesn't.
Malachi thinks you're on his side till you decide that you're going to turn Rico loose on him to do his shenanigans. Oh, no, he does whatnots. Big Papa, good friend. He was part of our AWF in Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
Became part owner with that. And we just enjoyed some great time going up and down the roads with him, to other places we went, watching his sons develop into fabulous wrestlers. He was our broadcast partner at SWA and AWF for what?
A few years.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years, maybe more. It was just some very good times, Big Papa, and thoroughly enjoyed those times with you.
Well, it is about time for us to go. Now I'm going to walk over to the computer, and I'm going to push play. We're going to play the RWF new theme song as we go off the air. I'm going to throw a picture of RWF logo on here. And then we're going to go to, let me find a place to go here. And we're going to go to the RWF banner. I took Rusty right off the page. But, folks, make sure to be at RWF Wrestling this coming Saturday night. Big, great card, September 21st. Also, make sure to be with us tomorrow night as we do the live stream. I'm going to do a live stream. I'll be sitting at the computer chatting along, and we'll be playing every match from last month. So make sure to join us, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. We'll have a good time.
What is the time you think?
Plan on doing that around 7:30 tomorrow night. But until then, we're going to leave you with the Renegade Wrestling theme song.